This video was sponsored by Com2Us. Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy the Chief, aka the Chef, aka the Young Spyro, bringing you episode number 2 on Skylanders Ring of Heroes, which is Com2Us' new turn-based RPG, and I'm super stoked to get into it for you guys today. Now, if you guys haven't already tried out Skylanders Ring of Heroes, download it using the link in the description below. Thanks to Com2Us for sponsoring this episode, but since the last time, so much has changed with my account, and I wanted to show you what we've been able to get done. Now, taking a peek at my different Skylanders, I have found myself running into a couple of favorites. Obviously, the Washbuckler, who's one of the very first Skylanders you pick up, is so much fun to play. I've actually got him up to level 15, and taking a peek, I've got him fully stacked out on runes in order to get that set effect bonus. And overall, I've been having a lot of fun with him, and seeing as we're actually going to be going into a fire-based Skyland today, I'm probably going to be using him a lot. Now, besides that, I did pick up Hex recently, who's one of my most recent Skylanders unlocked. I actually did just start getting her set up with a bunch of runes to make sure she can put in some work. And obviously, Spyro for myself has to be one of my favorite 3 Skylanders inside of the game, and Spyro tends to put in a lot of work. Now, if you guys have certain Skylanders that you really like, obviously you can level them up by using potions, which is really nice. But if you take a look at Add right here, you can actually find the different maps where you're able to farm those pieces that you need and those different soul stones that you need in order to get that done. And overall, I've been digging Spyro a ton so far, and let's just go ahead and get into some action. Now, taking a look at our quest, and I always recommend you guys inside of the game to make sure that you follow the quest line first and foremost, because the quest line is going to give you a bunch of rewards. It's going to tell you more and more about the game, and it's so much better than just going off on your own. And if you don't do the quest, things can get a little bit messy as far as claiming your reward. So I always recommend you guys to go through the quest line, and it looks like we're going to clear level 3-2 for the Infernal Volcano Skyland. So taking a peek, this actually brings up an important point. I want to show you guys how to optimize your Skylanders and your team for whenever you get into battle. Now, taking a look at my team here, I do actually have an air-based Skylander, and fire does counter air and do a lot of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and swap that out right now. I'm going to put in one of my life elements right here, and let's go ahead and get that done. And swapping in, let's see, yeah, swapping in our Skylander right there, we're going to be looking good to go. And with the stealth elf in line, believe it or not, you might think that red counters green inside of this game. Don't get me wrong. I sort of thought that at first line as well. But if you guys take a look on the top right, if you click the home button and then click that button again on the top right, you can go to help, and it'll tell you everything about the different elements and which elements counter which. Now, you can see that fire obviously is strong against air, so we have to watch out for that. But our water-based Washbuckler is going to put in so much work against fire. So let's just go ahead and hop into this right now and to see if we can get this done. All right, heading back to 3-2, we're going to get into the Volcano Investigation. For my villains, I'm still rocking Chompy right here. I actually got him up to level 12 by using a bunch of blue potions on him, so he's actually leveling up really fast. And overall, we've been able to put in a bunch of work, and let's go ahead and get that done right now. Now, inside of the combat system, once again, it's a super unique mana-based combat system where you're going to be lining up your skills and abilities to put in some work. Obviously, with the Washbuckler, I want to make sure that I always have a lot of his skills on repeat, just because he's going to put so much work in against these different fire-based Skylanders. Take a look as we just completely crush that enemy over there. That little Chompy's going to go down in flames, and we're going to go ahead and keep it up. Okay, well, let's go ahead and see. Now, with the broccoli guys right there, they're actually not going to be so susceptible, so I can just go ahead and put in some work against them. That's going to be water against water. You can see the different elements on the top left for whenever you need to line those up, because remember, if you're playing an element that counters another element, you're going to see a massive increase in the amount of damage that you can get done. And additionally, if you're playing a weaker element, you're going to find yourself struggling to really put in that damage. Okay, so far so good. I can actually summon my Chompy too as well, so let's go ahead and get that done, get him activated and ready to put in some work. He's trying to chomp down on some broccoli. 112 damage, easy peasy, and that's how you get the job done right there. So far so good. We are just cruising through this level right now, and overall things have been going pretty well. I've been unlocking a bunch of new stuff inside of the game. Obviously, I've been trying to focus on evolving and awakening my different Skylanders inside of it. There's so many ways that you can level up and customize your Skylanders inside of the game. I'm just trying to level them up piece by piece and spend potions as much as I can, but overall we're looking pretty solid right now. Taking a look at that fire-based Skylander right there, we're going to be able to put in some work, and overall I feel pretty confident about where we sit, and that's going to be an easy GG. Well played. Not too bad at all. Broccoli guy's going to go down in flames, and that's going to be it for picking up a win. And once again, every single time that we complete a quest, we're going to find ourselves getting a ton of rewards, and since we met that criteria, we're going to get the 3 stars to get that job done. Nicely done. We actually ended up leveling up all of our Skylanders as well, but you can see claiming that quest completion is just going to keep on stacking up the different stuff that you want inside the game. We're actually going to pick up some Omni Gems right there, which is super nice. And let's go and move forward. All right, so it looks like for this next quest, it's going to be to enter one of these different dimensions right here. I've actually already cleared 2 of them so far, so I'm going to go ahead and go down to the magic dungeon, and let's see, do I want to go through magic? Yeah, I think I'll just go through the magic and let it done. I'm just going to go and auto place my different Skylanders, which is going to build you out a really strong composition to go in and put in some work. And let's go and clear round number 1 right here and see if we can get the job done. All right, so starting off, I'm just going to go ahead and use Octolash and just keep grinding our way on through. This one should be pretty easy peasy, especially as the levels scale. They're going to get more and more difficult. So if you go farther and farther into these different dungeons, you're going to find yourself running into way more work. I know that I tried to level up and go down some more difficult paths, and for me, it didn't end up working out too well. But let's keep this one moving right now with round number 2 and keep on making the action happen. Okay, so far so good. Chompy's almost available as well if we want to go in, but we're literally one-shotting everyone across the board. These level 2s do not know what are hitting them right now, especially with my level 16 base Washbuckler. Yeah, even with this boss right here, which by the way, the graphics inside of this game get pretty insane, especially for the different boss battles, specifically as you go through the campaign and the PvE. But let's go and keep grinding right now. Spooky energy rolling on in, and finally someone's not going to die in one hit to us, and we're going to have to put in a little bit more work. All right, he's going to start getting angry and throw down on a couple of my Skylanders, but there's no way that he's going to be able to get the job done. Let's keep grinding on through, lining up most of the attacks from our Washbuckler to make sure that we put in work. Obviously, being level 16, he hits like an absolute truck and an absolute beast, but it looks like only one more 2 attacks to take him down to 0, and that's going to be GG well played for an easy dub across the board. Nicely done. That's going to be a clear dungeon right there, and once again, we are just going to grind through these quests, get those rewards, and you're going to find yourself making so much progress inside of the game so quickly, especially if you follow that quest line. Let's do it. All right, checking out what rewards we're going to get for this next quest right here. Hopefully we get something solid, and we're going to get stacked up with a boatload of gold as we get ready for 3-3. Now, before we head into 3-3, I wanted to give you guys a small piece of advice to help you make sure you know what Skylanders that you're using and heading into battle that you're not going to get countered. Take a look at the Washbuckler. Left of the Washbuckler, you're going to see that arrow pointing up, that green arrow pointing up. And basically what that means is that the Washbuckler is going to be really effective whenever you get into this battle, and that water is going to do super well against fire, and you're going to be able to put in some work. Now, with blades, you can see that being an air/wind-based Skylander, he's going to struggle a bit with the red arrow going down. And with Spyro, it's going to be a flat even, no bonuses, no nerfs, and you're going to find yourself being able to check out your different Skylanders there. Now, even throwing in Hex, you're going to see Hex is going to struggle right there. We do have a level 1 Skylander that we could put in some work with right there, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw the Stealth Elf back in, who honestly is a complete beast right here. And let's just go ahead and keep it moving and get into our next matchup. Now, of course, if you guys want to grind through a lot of these battles very quickly, you can use the auto battle feature and also speed up the map to put in some work. Now, keep in mind, this is going to be a less precise feature than if you were just to go in yourself and select your different abilities. So it's not great to use on levels that are difficult, but if you're on easier levels, you're going to find yourself being able to grind through these very quickly. And that's what's really neat about a lot of these turn-based RPG games, especially Skylanders Ring of Heroes. You can also be able to multitask and do other things as you play. You don't have to be so focused on your phone and the gameplay for these lower levels where you're simply just trying to farm up some of the resources that you need or get ready to level up a couple of your Skylanders. You can go ahead and put that on auto to make sure you put in some work, and you're going to find yourself having a pretty good time collecting all those rewards. Now, so far inside of this one, it looks like my Skylanders are going absolutely ham, and this one should be pretty easy, especially having the Washbuckler so leveled up. He is just going to do critical damage left and right to every Skylander in our way, and so far so good. All right, let's just go ahead and try to clean this one up. I'm even going to go ahead and use Chompy right here just because he's my homie and he puts in so much work throughout every single battle. This should be an easy GG well played, and one little chomp right there is going to take him just below like 10% HP, and of course the Washbuckler, an absolute monster, is going to get prioritized. We're beating these guys down to 0, and that's going to be GG well played. Not bad for the edge of the volcano right there. Nice work. We're going to go ahead and get that chest, and let's go and complete that quest right now and pick up some rewards. Now, before we sign off today, I'm going to go ahead and check to see what other upgrades I can get done for any of my Skylanders. Taking a look at the missions, obviously, there's so many ways that you can make some easy rewards, and obviously missions are a great way to get that done. Taking a peek at the shop at I think inside of the next episode, I'm going to start building some more of these structures right here. I've already started diving into them a bit before the quest told me to, so I hope that the quest doesn't end up getting mad for me. And for me right now, I don't have any summon tickets, but I have been using some summon tickets to end up putting in some work and unlocking as many Skylanders as I can. Okay, let's check it out. Oh, no red potions left for food fight, so unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get much done there. Let's take a look at Chompy and see if we have any potions to put in here. We actually can use 3 of our normal potions, but that's not going to really be able to level him up too much. and taking a look across the board to see what else we can do, I think that's really it for us today as far as the upgrades we want to get done. Now, overall, I'm having a great time inside of Skylanders Ring of Heroes. If you guys want to download it and give it a go yourself, use the link in the description below. Thanks to Com2Us for sponsoring these episodes and making it happen. If you guys have something you want to see inside of the next episode, just let me know inside of the comment section below and I'll try to make it happen. That's going to do it for this episode, guys. Until episode number 3 of Skylanders Ring of Heroes, I will see you guys later.